Brand new 2018 K1600 GTL.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the first ones in Northern California.
One world, one ride.
This episode will be of Clearwaterlights. Mind you, it's not a paid promotion, but then I love the lights very much. That's why we decided to go to the factory, and it was so nice of Glenn to, invite us and show us around. I'm not going to talk much. I've divided this episode into two because it's a piece of information. And I didn't feel like cutting anything because whatever Glenn was sharing with me was out of passion and it was totally technical. So I think people should know about this. These two episodes will be of, I think, less of entertainment but more of knowledge for Clearwaterlights. Anybody who would like to buy them. I like it. I personally love it. I have it in my BMW way before, and it is the favorite light for me. Yeah, it is expensive, but then your life is more valuable. I know there are products which is there in the market other than the Clearwaters, but for me it is the best light ever. So enjoy the ride, and I hope you like Glenn. And Glenn, thank you very much for the lovely interview you gave us and the opportunity to visit your factory, and sure, this is a little thing I can do for you. Till then, enjoy the show. Good morning guys. So today we are going to go to Clearwaterlights with me, riding Nitish and DJ. Danny is going to join us at Clearwater and they want to buy some Clearwaterlights, so yeah, we're going to go there. And Arun is on his Mustang. That's cool. I love that car. But थोड़ा अपना 6-footer लोगों के लिए थोड़ा uncomfortable है, but then it is good. What power this baby has. What power. Mitesh bhai, thank you very very much for the lovely hospitality and the lovely party you gave. Thank you very much sir. हम एकदम दिल से आभारी रहेंगे आपके सर. आपने इतना अच्छा और बढ़िया होस्ट करे. अरे सर काय प्रिविलेज सर. अरे कुछ नहीं करीजिए सर, ये तो हो जाता है, ऐसे ही हो जाता है सर. क्या है, प्रॉपर प्लानिंग होगा तो सब कुछ बराबर होता है. डीजे भाई क्या बोल रही हो है? हाँ चला हो. हाँ तारा वो स्पॉट चालू कर दियो है के? कर लियो है तो चलो. ओके, सो वी आर ऑन रोड्स एंड ऑन आवर वे टू Clearwaterlights. The distance is 101. The highway we will be taking is right now we are at 580. We have to go to 12 miles. अरे वो क्या डिटेल बताता हूँ यार. वो when you come here, if you are riding here, you will figure it out. Google Mata will figure it out for you. So my main navigation is Google Mata, and backup navigation is our navigator. Now, which is good to have. If you don't get network, then this definitely helps. है ना डीजे भाई? हाँ भाई. एकदम बढ़िया. आगे अरुण अपना GT को लेके जा रही है और हम लोग आ रही है पीछे. And the expected arrival time is 11:13. That is also good enough. 100 miles. We should be going non-stop. हाँ डीजे? हाँ बिल्कुल non-stop. एकदम non-stop चले जाएंगे. So DJ भाई is riding with Seema Didi. And they are looking really good. I think this is the first time We bought big gears for her in New Jersey, and she's wearing it and looking really, really cute. Let me say hi. Oh, Seema Didi, idhar ate. Are bola. Yay, that's cool. She's quite comfortable. यार पीछे कोई नहीं है. हाँ, आर्यो है. हूँ आर्यो हूँ. Alrighty, here we go. So today Seema Didi will be riding to Clearwaters and we're gonna come back, and tomorrow we would be riding to Vegas. So we have reached Clearwaterlights. Now to figure it out where the office is. The board is given here, but let me figure it out. Till then. Hey Glenn, how are you?
Hey, welcome to Clearwater. Thank you for coming.
This is the owner of Clearwater, proud owner of Clearwater.
These guys came here all the way from India. Yeah. I am honored.
Thank you.
And we're going to buy them pizza today.
Oh, whoa.
Yay, pizza. Come on in.
Yeah.
Let's go. This is Jolene. Will you take an order?
Yeah, Jolene, I've spoken to you so many times.
Nice to finally
Pleasure.
meet you.
I'm looking forward to meet Kurt though.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next
Maybe next time.
We'll come down here. This is kind of where we assemble the lights. We manufacture all the lights here.
Fantastic.
We machine them in another building, but it's our machine shop.
Okay.
We keep the chips and the powder out of this room. So the oils and all, we don't want to mix those up.
Right.
And this is our wall of...
Fame.
Yeah, Wall of Fame.
Yeah, Wall of Fame.
Probably about another 20 more articles we haven't put up yet.
Okay.
And this is part of a safety light system we designed for racetracks.
For racetracks, yeah.
That's really popular. People really like that.
Okay.
And in here is the assembly area. And this is where we have all the hardware and all the kits and the brackets. We have hundreds of different custom brackets we make for each motorcycle.
Yeah.
And each kit is a finished solution for the motorcycle. You buy the kit, everything comes with it. Okay, it's not like you have to cut a wire and fabricate some assembly required. No, we don't do that. Now here's our installation bay where we do installation work.
All right.
This is our operating room, we call it.
Yeah, DJ's bike is getting operated
We have Brian here in the red.
Yeah. Hi, Brian.
Hi. Here's Neil.
Hey, Neil.
Hello. These are technicians who've been with us for a number of years. Very exacting science, these guys.
Fantastic.
We often get motorcycles in here that have been worked on at other shops, and we have to fix other work. So our work is our calling card. When someone opens the seat and looks at our work, we want them to say, this is Clearwater State.
Correct.
Yeah. So. And this is a brand new 2018 K1600 GTL.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the first ones in Northern California.
Okay.
And we're actually dusting it with talcum powder, and we're laser scanning it. We have a 3D scanner. So we're building a new bracket system for this, and it has to work around this new fairing piece that's different.
Okay.
So luckily one of our customers bought this, and he asked if we needed it. So we drove down about 3 hours away to Fresno and borrowed it from him. And so he's lending us for a couple weeks.
Fantastic.
So we'll have that finished soon. And we have some dirt bikes. We have a collection of dirt bikes next door and other kinds of motorcycles. My wife and I don't have kids, but we have motorcycles.
I don't even have a wife, so I have motorcycles.
I saw that on your bike. And I met my wife at a racetrack, motorcycle racetrack.
Whoa!
Yeah. Here's an interesting tidbit. You like this. This was AMA national champion for 5 or 6 years, Miguel de Hamel, back in the 90s and the early 2000s. He's a really famous guy. And this is his bike that he crashed. And he signed the fairing to my wife, Darlene.
Okay.
And Darlene is Darla, by the way. Darla Lights, I named her.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah,
so his chief mechanic introduced the two of us together.
Fantastic.
And he came to our wedding 4 years ago. So this was hanging from a garage. How many girls have this hanging from their garage?
Wow.
And I said, I'm marrying this girl.
I wish I could get hold of one of those like that.
That's an awesome story. And this is the wall. You got to see. This is fun. So if you get this in the frame, just in the frame, it looks like you're out
Yeah, I know.
Whoa. So everybody's bikes always get photographed here. We should get the same fix.
Hey Glenn, would you like to come to India?
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to come to India.
And ride in India?
I'd love to ride in India.
What do you know about India?
I don't know much about India. I really don't.
Okay, then I'm going to
You have to show me.
Yeah, I'm going to show you India.
Yeah.
Pizza. Thank you, Glenn.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I made it myself.
Yeah. So we are right on time, right?
Yeah. The rule is if you come more than 300 miles, I buy an adventure.
Yes, seriously, man. He is Glenn. He is the owner of Clearwaterlights, and he's gonna talk about the models which anybody who wants to buy these lights and what are the speciality of these lights. Please, I can't explain it much but he is in a better position to explain it because he's the creator of this beautiful thing, and I have installed it in my motorcycle, and trust me, it was very, very helpful. It is bright, yes, but then you can control the brightness also with in the it's in our jog dial, and they have the regulator also. Then I'm going to show it to you in detail. Glenn is going to talk about the lights.
Here we go. We have the first light in the picture is the Darla. This is our entry-level light currently. It's it takes 2 amps of power. It uses about 24 watts of power, and it delivers over 3,000 lumens on high power.
Let me see.
Right, the first light is the Darla. This is a 24 watt light. It's typically used for conspicuity, it's a big word. But it really means making the bike more visible. We want you to be seen by cars, and yet we also want the light to be able to show light down the road so you can see better. And the intensity controller, or adjustable unit, this mounts on the handlebar on most motorcycles. It works off the multifunction controller on current GSs and Ks and LTs and such, or RTs, I should say. And the advantage of this dimmer or adjuster is that we can tailor the low beam to suit the needs on the road. For instance, if you had nothing but a bright light all the time, you may have to turn it off for oncoming traffic, and that's not what we want to do. This actually has the ability to connect to your horn and to your high beam. So if you wanted to hit the horn, you'd hit the horn and the lights would flash with the horn.
Fantastic.
And you can also connect it to your high beam, so when the car passes and you have room, you just turn on your high beam and you get full power. And you turn the high beam off, it goes back to wherever you set it.
And it works as a it works as daytime running lights also, right?
Daytime running lights.
Fantastic.
We have a filter system that we can put on. It's called a selective yellow filter. And this selective filter makes the bike even more visible. It makes it look unlike anything on the road. The idea is we make these lights to make you be able to see better and to make you safer, make cars see you. That's the key to Clearwater. We make riders safer.
Fantastic.
Okay? And the next light up in the chain is the crystal light. The crystal light is bigger, it has more optics in it, and it has a different beam pattern. This is more for shooting down the road. It's a distance light. And of course, this is adjustable like all of our lights, and it ties into the high beam and the horn as well. You can do the same thing. Yeah. And this is primarily designed for, let's say, a driving light. It shoots light down the road. It's a little narrower beam. It's a 8-degree beam pattern, and about 85% of the light is in a 8-degree beam, and the rest of it's in a cone. Okay. And this is the crystal light. It uses 36 watts on full power. That's for each light. Next up the chain is the Erica. This is a 6,000 lumen light. Okay, it uses 60 watts of power, and it has 2 beam patterns built into it. It has a 15-degree and it has a 45-degree beam pattern. And this light, of course, is adjustable. But this light, when it's on full power, lights up a football field. It's a lot of light for the rider, and it can be used again on low beam with adjustable low beam as well. Okay? Now we have another kit that we sell. We sell one of each of these for customers that can't make up their mind or they're not sure what they want. You can have the Krista beam is the narrow beam, and then the Erica, which is the wide beam. The two of those together provide a really useful motorcycle driving light system. Okay. And then the next light up the chain is the Savina.
This is the latest one of yours.
This is pretty new, yes. Very new, yes. And it's called Savina because it has 7. You get it, 7 lights. And Erica was named after one of my friends who passed away. His name was Eric. Krista was named after a manager who used to work for me. And Darla is named after my wife. So Savita, we call her the Russian stripper. This is a very powerful light. It's really, it's 2 1/3 of these. So these have the same pattern. This is just 7, and this is 3. And this uses 70 watts each, and it has a big beam pattern.
All right.
One world, one right.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Savina in action. And it's quite bright and you can see everything. Damn, it's good.